Welcome everybody. Welcome. We're trying something a little different because what I'm doing here is this isn't actually my normal rig that I broadcast from. This is actually on my new rig that I'm building. I don't have all hard drives in it, so I can't make it my new main rig yet. But I've been using and testing Steam's Streamplay, Live Play, whatever you want to call it. So, what you're seeing on the screen right now is not actually being pulled from from the computer that I'm streaming with. It's actually being streamed onto this computer, and then I'm filming that stream. So yes, let that madness sink in, and we're going to see how well this works as we jump into a modded game of Stelaris, a brand new game. Let's work all these on here as well. I've tested most of these mods, but there's a few I haven't even thought to test, so we're kind of going to jump in and hope nothing breaks. I've tested a good number of these in another game, and I'll jump into that quickly and show it to you. But, yeah, there's a very good possibility that some of this stuff is just not going to work out of the box. Yeah, I know. Outdated mods are enabled, that's fine. Most of them are working without a problem. Now there's some interesting quirks and flaws that it comes with Streamplay actually. The most notable problem with Streamplay is that if you don't have a mouse on your host machine, you won't see a mouse. Like the mouse you were seeing that you're not seeing right now, but alright. Let me Alt-Tab. I hope that doesn't break something. No, Stelaris is still showing up in the bottom. Okay. Monitor capture. I want to capture the mouse cursor. Good. Here, now you can see my mouse. Good. So, here's the weird thing, folks. If you do not have a mouse on your host machine, but you have a mouse on your streaming rig, you know, the rig is going to be controlling the host machine, you will not be able to see your mouse pointer. So, even though I'm using some software that allows me to use one mouse and keyboard across both machines, as well as string my mouse across my main monitors into the host monitor and basically control everything from one command center, if I don't have a mouse attached to the host machine, the mouse pointer will not show up in Steam games. So what I had to do was I took just a standard wireless mouse that I had. I don't even care if the battery runs dry and it starts, you know, being unresponsive. As long as it still detects the mouse, I'm good. So I had to basically have a dummy mouse installed in order for this to even be possible. So that's just one weird aspect of Streamplay, is the need of a dummy mouse. But, and just to sort of put things in perspective, I'll show you what my last game is. I run them on Iron Man mode, so I don't have to have a bunch of saves, even though I do have mods enabled, so technically I shouldn't be getting achievements, but I like Iron Man mode. I don't like having to go back. Alright, so let's load the latest save. Now, unfortunately, this race that I've made, I won't be able to perfect until I'm able to get the Utopia DLC, as well as, what is the other one? I think it's Megacorps. Those are two DLCs that add features that I kind of need for this particular concept race. Well, let's jump into this end game. Now, is it going to happen again? Are we going to get attacked again by the Scourge or the Unbidden? I've been having this weird thing, and it might be related to some of my mods, might not be. But basically what I've been having is the last few times that I have played, as soon as I've started in, even though I've already beaten the Scourge once, the second time I logged in, the Scourge was back. And then the Scourge was back again. And then the Scourge was back again. And then the Unbidden attacked. So the Unbidden actually destroyed the Scourge.
Construction complete.
Alright. Yeah, this is what my empire looks like. It's this little gray one down here. Yeah. Increased benefits, whatever. And these are all the planets, all terraformed to Gaia, or I left them as tomb. These are all the planets in my frontier sector. This is mine. This is actually a race I uplifted, and then I vassalized one of my enemies and just gave them all the territory. That's another vassal. I wanted to vassalize these two guys, but I'm in a federation, they won't let me. And yes, I could lead the federation, just crush everybody and consume them all, but I'm like, at this point, my federation doesn't want to go into any more wars with me. I've beaten, essentially, the game, so I might as well just start a new one, now that I've kind of figured out all the nuances I need to figure out. So, you can kind of see all the madness that's going on here. And all of these countries love me. So, if I go over here, let me take a look at them. Plus 250 favorability. And let me go over to the Maku Star Empire. Where are you? Over here. Plus 44. Let's see. Plus 60. Here are my uplifted people. 126. Here is my Federation member. Here's my original Federation buddy. It helped me way back in the beginning when everyone was picking on me. So yeah. With that said, though, that's not what we're here to do, is it? We're gonna make a new game. Alright. This race I want to lead because they're literally the same as the other one, they're just an older version. And we've got the United Mongrels. Of course, these are all the ones that exist in the game. Yeah, sure. What is it saying? Or uses features from disabled DLCs. What is your problem? Government ethics. Ah, feudal society. It doesn't like me having feudal society. So, feudal society. Fanatic authoritarian. And has an imperial, does not have pacifist. Alright. Then I need to go militarist. Alright, fair enough. And efficient bureaucracy. Save you. There, they're all fixed. So, what I wanted to do was actually create a new race. Using some of the new race profiles that I've got. So we have the hyena race. We have the raptor race. We've got the voidborn. Where's the other one? We got the bee race. And then we've got the demon race. Now, some of these I'll come back to later when I've got more DLCs to mess around with, but I think conceptually doing like an evil demon race, like the demons have taken over Earth, and now they're looking to expand out into space, that sounds like fun. Let's do that. We're going to call them just demons. Name Elspion Demons. Let's see if I can come up with one. That'll work. Earth was just the beginning. Now that humanity crushed beneath our boots, it's time to look toward God's domain. Space. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Could do machine. Yeah, why not? Let's go with Hellborn. Divine Ship. HBDS. I don't know. Traits. I am seeing no options for traits. Okay, homeworld. We're going to go right to Denabe. Nope, we're going to go with the solar system. Earth. Soul. Let's see, we need... Look at the exotic planets we got available to us. Ammonia world. Variable gas and ammonia with much higher atmospheric pressure. This is from the Planetoids mod. You might have seen the list. Methane world. Is there something that might be good to represent a demon-infested Earth? Geothermal. Super habitable. Tidally locked. bioluminescent. Tropical world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. Exotic but non-toxic particles in the atmosphere cause almost constant cloud cover on this world. Despite this, due to greenhouse effect and geothermal activity, life thrives on the surface. Almost all the flora and fauna exhibit bioluminescent traits. Karst. With nitrogen atmosphere and a weak magnosphere, much of the surface of the world is mostly barren karst. And the series of cave system with a rich hydrosphere. Radiotropic world. High levels of radioactivity have mutated the life, which now uses radiosynthesis to convert gamma radiation to energy. Mediterranean. Ammonia. Hydrosphere. Methane atmosphere. Temperatures around negative 180. Rocky world is currently experiencing a nuclear winter with dense layers of sooty aerosols in the atmosphere, high levels of surface radiation, minimal signs of life. A tomb world. That seems to make sense for demons, wouldn't you say? A tomb world? And can we find like a complete... Ooh, there we go. Demon City. Included with the mod. Okay. Now, we're demons. We are all about the hate. Fanatical authoritarian, fanatical militarist. That gives us one more point left. So let's say spiritualism or materialism. I mean, you can go either way if you're playing demons, right? You can go with them being all about material and being very petty and self-centered, or, well, because they literally are a spiritual entity, you could go with the idea of them being, you know, very spiritual. You could go either way with that. It's an interesting question. Let's read the flavor text, see which one strikes me more. Yeah, because I don't think egalitarian or... Yeah, that sounds too nice. I'll read it out just so you guys can't hear it. For you guys not to try and squint your eyes to read it. A strong guiding hand is essential to success of any civilization. The alternative would be anarchy and chaos. It is the duty of the state to steer citizens towards the paths of the most productive. Egalitarian, yeah. A society that does not embrace equality between its members, where an individual could rise to any position with enough hard work, it's not only deeply unfair, but ultimately counterproductive. Now, those really sound like our demons. And let's just double check the fanatic materialist. The ability to project force is of paramount importance. The only way to preserve our way of life is to make sure everyone shares it, willingly or not. Yeah, I think that works. Now, xenophobe? I can do either one of those, right? I can do xenophobe, or I can do spiritualist. I just can't do militarist and pacifist. No. Those are mutually exclusive. Anything else, though, I can mix. Okay, so let's see here. Though I can actually do like a mix like along the top three or something like that. So, militarist, the only two virtues are courage and discipline. Let's see if we can find three, otherwise we'll go with just the two. Okay. There are those who think it behooves us to remember how tiny we are, how pointless our lives in the last uncaring universe. What nonsense is that the only truth we can ever know is that of our own existence, this universe, all is apparent glory but a dream we happen to share. I kind of like that, but let's see what our option is. Xenophobe. Well, actually, no, let's go with its counterpoint. Materialist. As we reach for the stars, we must put away childish things. Gods. No. They're literally demons. They would know God, so definitely they'd be a spiritualist if we go that route. So definitely looking at those two possibly. And let's see how maybe we want to go xenophobe, xenophile. The stakes could not be higher as we reach into the vast, uncharted expanse of the galaxy, for we are gambling with the very survival of our species. Never trust the alien. Its small, false smile hides an unknowable mind. Xenophile. There exists in all of us a deep-seated fascination with the unknown. An adventurous spirit that rejects the familiar and glories in the unfamiliar, whatever or whomever it may be. Now, I could actually see Xenophile being for our demons, because the idea of being sort of corrupting other races. I kind of like that. I could see Xenophobia be like, protect yourself, but I think the more is like corrupting others. But I think I'm going to go Fanatic, Militarist, Spiritual. Now, let's see what we got in terms of civics. The people of the world have witnessed and envied many alien activities around their homeworld, and developed a fashion for making one by their own hands. People decided to develop that attacking is the best defense. The dominant species of this planet has evolved among the crystal pillars of this unique world. Cutthroat politics. That makes sense to me. For demons, cutthroat politics. The political system in this society is renowned for its intrigue, power struggles, shady backroom deals, cloak and dagger schemes on par for the course. Those who survive long enough to learn the game, however, tend to learn it well. Displaced in time. This planet is displaced in time. The species evolved couldn't adapt to other worlds easily. Distinguished Admiralty. The fleet and Admiralty have unusually prominent roles in society, wielding a great deal of influence in political circles. They have the pick of the litter when it comes to new military recruits. Dreadnought Tactics. This nation's navy has a simple ideal in mind. Build everything huge, strap big guns to it, and make it as much as possible. Aesthetic bureaucracy. Around for efficiency, not only do the mag trains run on Tron, maybe. This site is built on the idea that energy is the basis of anything, from means to transaction to weaponry. I think engineered could work. Kind of works for, you know, demons. This species was not evolved, but engineered by a space-faring civilization long gone, but some known on purpose. Eye for an eye, equivalent of change. Floating home. Free city-states, functional architecture, graveyard home. The dominant species have evolved among the Tianki graveyards of this unique world. That's got promise. Subterranean origins. Superstitious. Warrior culture. I think warrior culture works. Remember, they're demons that took over Earth. This society has developed into a hardy warrior culture. Martial prowess is valued among all else, and true glory can only be found on the field of battle. Species was not evolved, but engineered. I think I'll take that off and replace it with the tombs. Maybe remove cutthroat with nonverbal communications. This makes them seem really, you know, out there. So they're a warrior culture, they're very militaristic. Let's see. Dictatorial. I think we're good. It's a martial dictatorship. And let's go and... Yes, United Hellspawn Authority, Great Hellspawn Regime, Hellspawn Homogeny, Authority, homogeny, stellar homogeny, regime, Hellspawn regime. I'll go with that. Let us see. That'll work. I think we're good. Help spawn regime saved. Done. Medium-sized galaxy. Large, huge. I'll go with large. Instead of spiral, let's do... Let's try a ring world. Or a ring galaxy. Set everything to be... that. I'm gonna give the end game a little bit more time. I kind of like more primitive civilization, so I'm gonna whack that up to the max. I kind of like the idea. Crisis strength, I'm gonna leave it 1. That'll give me a little bit more time. I'm going to take the hyperlane density down to normal. Take the abandoned gateways down to slightly less. Caravaneers is on. Iron Man mode is on. Alright. Something crashed. There's only one thing I could think that could cause a crash at the start of the game, and that's the alternate mod I'm using for the Sol system. Either that, I just crashed randomly. I am streaming it after all. There's all kinds of weirdness that can happen with that. Now, nope, it's not going to let me do that. Alright, new game. We're doing Them. The demons. Does it have all the same settings that I gave it before? Large ring. all the other settings do look the same. Oh, crashed again. So, I'm guessing, because it's the only thing I could think of, because remember, we literally had all these same mods enabled when we loaded the old game, so I'm thinking that it has to be something that only affects new game. And the only thing that could affect new game, no. Need to change up the mods, is the ones that I have for generating the initial city. Alright, so we want to swap out. We want to go Sol System Expanded instead of, where are you? Massive Sol System. That's the only thing I could think could be the problem. That's really the only thing that's going to affect a new game. There we go. Yep, that particular mod is not compatible with the new game, which is a bummer. In the eons since the first primitive hellspawn communities took shape among the dead, void-born creatures of Earth, our civilization has spread and prospered. Countless nation-states formed as we advanced through the technological ages, warring against each other until only one remained. Although the fighting was often brutal, those who survived nurtured a martial tradition that has prevailed to this day. Now, after the discovery of the Hyperlane Network, the finest minds of the Hellspawn regime have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Begin! Planetary diversity. Nearby ideal planets. This is the option to change all the guaranteed habitable worlds from the ideal class to random planets within the same category. This will affect the guaranteed habitable worlds for all players and AI. No change. Randomize the guaranteed habitables. Go ahead. Venus to be... Planet diversity has changed Venus to be a Hoth House world. Would you like Venus to also have the terraforming candidate modifier? Yes. Now, let's check that out, shall we? So Venus is a Hoth House. Mars is a barren world. So we got two worlds. And what do we got here? We've got pretty nice looking Sol system. There's Pluto. Let's take a quick look at Earth, shall we? Graveyard world. Let's get our first building in place, shall we? No, we can't really, can we? We need to get basic supplies in, so let's go out to this mode. And I'm gonna tell my construction vehicle. Wow, I don't even have the supplies for that. Okay. So you, I want you to survey. And then survey. And let's just see what we're gonna find, shall we? I'm up to speed a bit. Oh, I have not actually sent my research up, have I? Get us some blue lasers. Get us some weapons in. Build mining stations. Dang it. Dang it! Now there's some other fun things that go on with this mod, and I'll show you in a second. Pause again. Because if you look up the ship designer with the mods I have installed, you'll notice something further down this list that you may not be used to. Yes, that's right, we can kit out civilian structures. So right now, that looks fine. I don't want to do auto-generated ships. I hate that. Do autocomplete, clear design, autocomplete. I don't have anything in here. No, I have a reactor booster. Let's give them a reactor booster. Save the design. Just get this basic stuff done. Construction ship. Yes, our construction ships can have weapons and defenses. So I'll do clear design, autocomplete. Give it a reactor booster. Save. Yes. Now, it's really annoying to upgrade civilian ships. I will tell you that much. And another thing you can upgrade is the stations, like the mining stations and whatnot. Again, they're really annoying because upgrading a ship, pretty easy. Upgrading civilian ships, you have to click on each and every single one of them. Same thing with the mines. You have to click on each mining station and click a little button to upgrade them. I'll show you in a second. So so if they get destroyed, they'll be rebuilt with the newest version, but I'm not going to micromanage that because it's literally way too much work. Clear design, autocomplete. Save. Yes. Science ship. Clear design, autocomplete. Transport ship. Clear design, autocomplete, save. Yes. Oof. Did I forget to do that in each one? I did. I want to make sure they're auto upgrading. I just need to set up the initial base design first. I'll let time tick by a little bit while I do this stuff in the background. Because we need some base supplies if we want to do anything. Transport ships. Auto upgrade. Save. Yes. Mining ships.
Anomaly found.
Research it. Pause. Clear design. Autocomplete. Auto upgrade. And reactor booster. Onto our mining stations. Randomly generate a name. Miner. Let's try that again. So yes, does mean that my mining stations can somewhat defend themselves. Why does it keep doing that? Alright, fine. Clear design, autocomplete. Researcher, tag auto update, save, and it's gonna make it where I have to delete the old one in it. Yeah, it's being a little finicky. Alright, fine. Clear design, autocomplete, auto upgrade. Save, yes. And lastly, the observation post. Reactor booster. Observer. Set to auto upgrade. And save. And this is going to have a second one, isn't it? Yep, so we have to delete this one. Alright, now, do we have enough supplies to get us... Well, second shipyard wouldn't hurt. None of these really look important at the moment. But I want to build 1, 2 more science ships. Alright, so you've got that. And you're doing the entire build thing, aren't you? Oof. I see a problem. Survey system. Research anomaly. Survey system. Survey system. Give you a leader, which means I have to hire one. I don't care who, just grab someone at random. I'm going to tell you to survey.
Construction complete.
Survey. A ruined network of aerostat colonies dating back to at least 3 millennia can be found in low orbit of this gas giant. Their original function appears to have been gas mining, but they have since been abandoned and reoccupied by many different races and pirate groups. The colonies have been thoroughly stripped of anything even remotely valuable, but the mere fact that they are still loafed after all this time makes them out to an interesting subject for our engineers. Survey system. The Hellspawn regime is ablaze with news of the alien remnants that were recently studied. These leavings are considered definitive proof of intelligent, purposeful alien activity at some point in the past. We may still be alone now, but we will not be the first to be so. Pause so I can actually give more orders before I get interrupted again. And my last one, who needs its own leader. To recruit you a leader, I'm going to go with whatever that icon is. Because like I said, at this moment, I'm not really caring. And your job will be to survey. Survey. Please get auto-explore early. That's all I ask for. Survey. Survey.
Construction complete.
Well, we've got some basic resources now. Let's see.
Construction complete.
We have seen some rather troubling reports regarding the deteriorating health of scientist Faustus Tellianus. His haggard appearance makes it look like as though he's aged nearly 20 years. The burden of duty is having a heavy thing to bear. He has now got the substance abuser trait. Okay. So our first one...
Anomaly found.
Yeah, research it. Let's see. Tianki gas wells. This will give us some gas. Okay. And let us see. Can't build anything else because I'm broke. Because early game, you're always broke. That's the only thing annoying with Stellaris.
System survey complete.
Is if you're doing early game, there's really not much you can do concept-wise aside from just basic exploring, because you're not really going to be able to do too much after that. All right. Go and build a starbase. Now, once the starbase is built, there is, well, you've probably already seen it with this starbase. Even before I've upgraded it, it has some basic slots. Well, this one already starts with a hold. But basically, a basic starbase, with the mods I have installed, will have one of these slots and two of these slots, and be able to have some defenses. So even your basic starbase, just out in the middle of nowhere, unupgraded, has some basic facilities on it. Usually what I like to do is I'll throw an anchorage on it, a crew quarters, and then something else. Because that way, it just for me, kind of makes sense that with a crew quarters, that means that any of your ships can stop at any of your star bases between these long trips that, by the owner's game logic, can take a month. Like, look, let me click on this thing. It's going to take a week, 14 days, 2 weeks actually, just to travel between those two. So yeah, it takes 2 weeks to travel there. Having a nice spot where you can stop off and restock your fuel supplies, your food and whatnot, kind of makes sense to me. Have them research the anomaly. Okay. Etic Monolithic. Talamus 3A is an uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall cenotes carved from some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monolith's flowing lines deftly chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. Surely. Image them from the archives. They are beautiful. Digital reproductions or... Ooh. Maybe just go with a practical approach. Oh, and I've already got a tradition. I'll go with Discovery, in all honesty.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
All right. Build a mining station. Then I want you to head over here. Build a starbase outpost. Just slowly start us blobbing out. Ancient survey marker. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Skull 6. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large depot of precious metals. The mines itself were meant for evidently miners never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Fascinating.
System survey complete.
All right, so what I was saying is, see here? I have to click that to upgrade my fleet. And then that one has to go back to a starbase and upgrade. Yeah, on every civilian ship, you have to do that. And... like, if we look at my first one here, it needs to be upgraded. The other ones were built with the template, so they don't. But just to put things in perspective, let's look at, say, one of these mining stations. You? Look at that. Soul mining station. I have to click on each one individually in each system. I can't do it from the master view. And click upgrade. Now the upgrade takes no time, as you can see. Sure, we'll send them for upgrading.
Ships upgraded. System survey complete.
But yes, you can see here I have to click on this. That one's already fine. If I look over here on this mining vessel, because you can kind of see its strength. But yeah, you still have to click on each and every one of them, which, you know, makes them kind of annoying. Now, we now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Earth. Both the scientific communities and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog life forms we encountered are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus on planetary survey efforts our habitable, life-bearing worlds. Habitable world survey, or... yeah, let's find habitable worlds to conquer.
Updated.
We have covered artifacts from ancient alien civilization on 944-001b. From what we can translate so far of the alien language, we have learned that these aliens called themselves Thracian Concordant. They were an interstellar power that held sway over this region of the galaxy for a little over 1 million years ago. They appear to have been six-limbed mammalians, and there are several references to some sort of plague called the Jorvox Pox, which swept across their empire with devastating results, possibly leading to their extinction.
Situation log updated.
Now, with that said, well, I'll do the stream for like a couple of hours, but I'm not going to do like a long-form stream of this simply because Stellaris is not a game you can really just do live streaming of. It has a lot of downtime. Stuff will happen to you when you're not expecting it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll do this 2-hour initial stream, or maybe yes, we spent like what, 45 minutes doing character creation. So we'll do like 2 hours on the initial stream, where we just kind of, you know, get the initial stuff built up, talk about the mods, all the stuff we're doing right now. And then what I think I'll do after that is just play the game off camera, and then, like, you know, every periodically we'll check in with it, like every other day or whatever. I'll do like an hour, and you just kind of see sort of as how things have been coming, because unfortunately until I can get my new rig fully kitted out with extra hard drives, I just can't afford to record a lot of footage. I'm really low on space, unfortunately. Let me get a couple more construction ships working. And I got another tradition. So let's see. Survey speed, yes. Let's go survey speed. And is there anything on Earth?
Anomaly found.
Yeah, go and research it.
Construction complete.
Well, technically... that does give us a
Anomaly
memory.
found.
Okay, research.
Construction complete.
We're gonna need a lot more energy. So let's max that out. And I'm out of credits again. See what I mean? Early game, you just run out of stuff way too early. You!
System survey complete.
The heck are you? No, I just need one of you. Just you. Build Starbase Outpost. You can build... just move here, because I can't afford it. Actually, while I'm here, we also have the policies. Should look over. Unrestricted wars, orbital bombardment, resettlement, first contact aggressive, initial border status closed. Food policy. I'll leave it like there for now. Militarized economy. Trade policy, wealth creation, robotic workers, refugees, citizen species only allowed. I'll say refugees are welcome, simply because it gives us more races that we can, you know, dominate and control. Population controls are allowed. Slavery. I cannot do allowed slavery. And I can't do purging. Okay, fine. Anything in edicts I can do? No, I can't really. I can't spare that, can I? So I am already getting exotic gases, aren't I? All right. Sublight speed boost. Oh, you really don't have anything else to explore, do you? That's a dead-end section. Alright, well, you're going that way, so let's have you... First pause. I want you to survey that. Survey that. Survey that. What's your thing? You're going to go off onto that wing. So survey that. And come back around. Survey that. Survey that. Survey that.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Monthly Unity +2. So I can go some campaigns. That one. Nah, let's just science research. Get a little bit bonus to that. Now. I got the cash for these other things.
Anomaly found.
Research that. Just
Construction complete.
Now, do I actually still have the supplies to do anything? What the heck are you doing? I gave you an order. Build a star base. Yeesh. Build a star base. Thank you. The derelict ship on Alpha Centauri B. The derelict Isaiah cruiser have been left forgotten for over 1 million years close to orbit around Alpha Centauri B1. The slowly spinning vessel shows no obvious signs of weapon damage, and all escape pods remain accounted for. As would be expected, no power signatures can be detected within the hull.
Situation log updated.
So let's pause that. Let's go to F2. Derelict cruiser. Track on map. Go to. Survey system. Research. Survey. 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 Can I get...
Construction complete.
anything else? What do we got here? Sprawling slums and wastelands. Alright.
Research complete.
Get some more food in place. This is clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit around... Let's zoom in on it. Orbital 1. At this point in the last 5,000 years, the surface of one side of the planet is pockmarked with crates and stray weapon blasts, and scans from the HBDS Prometheus Civis has picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is testament to their advanced design. Sending its officer Festivus Teninus preparing an expedition to sift through these derelicts for anything of valuable technology. Mount Graveyard Expedition.
Situation log updated. Construction complete.
Pause that. Go to... Alright. Research. And survey. And we've got some completions. All right. Scientist level cap, station output. Let's increase our station output, shall we? Now we can make afterburners, Corvette build speed, and build cost. I'm gonna go with the Corvette stuff. Get our war stuff going on. Speaking of which, we've got a shipyard of size 2. Nothing of note in there that I want to worry about. So, let's get a couple more Corvettes.
Construction complete.
Alright, disease control. Debris from what must have been a massive orbital installation has been discovered over Akamar 1. That's the corner up here. Artifacts recovered amongst the debris have confirmed that this space station served as the headquarters of the Icing Concordance Authority of Disease Control some 1.2 million years ago. The Tristians were far more susceptible to alien diseases than most known species, and the budget for their public health institute nearly initiated that of the military. Despite this, survivor records show that their entire species perished from the Jovarian plague.
Situation log updated.
Yeah, we know what's going to happen here. Research projects. Survey system.
Special project complete.
Research. Survey. 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 The science officer, Faustus, has finished their expedition of Orbital 1. Down there. Returned. Sadly, the wrecked starship on the surface were too badly damaged to recover any useful technologies. These vessels were clearly very advanced, however, and we could gain valuable engineering insight if we could analyze the way they were designed. We should consider the construction at a permanent science outpost in the orbit. And so 3 sciences added to the area. And we've got another tradition.
Construction complete.
Scientist level cap increased by 2. Alright.
Special project complete.
Alright, Akamar. That is up in the corner. Their final entries are all focused on finding a cure for the pox. So we're sweeping across the Concordant, and they grow increasingly desperate as the situation worsens. The last entry reveals the pox had spread in an uncontrolled fashion on the space station itself. The attachment details all of their failed attempts to produce a cure in the vain hope that data would be useful for future generations of the scientists.
Anomaly found.
And we've got a strategic resource, rare crystals on Alpha Centauri, and research.
System survey complete.
Anything else you need to do? Research projects and system, please.
Construction complete.
The structures of Obanar is not as old as we first believe. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science officer knows that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that to the builder's alien eyes it might have seemed a cutting-edge sensory array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us demons, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. There's a fun thought, young demons.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Kinda told you to do some stuff. Whatever. Survey. 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 You're still doing that. You're still doing your thing. Well, we've got one more spot we can expand to at least. Build a starbase outpost. And you can build... Can you build one here? Seriously, civilian ship. Nope, not yet. You can move there. I'm just going to give myself the max. And that way I can just do reinforce as need be.
Special project complete.
The cruiser found in Alpha Centauri contains the dead remains of its crew complement. Most of them perished as a result of the pox that would later render them extinct, but some of the crew were gunned down by Marine guards while trying to reach the escape pods. According to recovering log files, the captor issued strict orders to quarantine the ship after the outbreak. One artifact recovered.
Construction complete.
Can I build any more sectors? No. I'm gonna get some mineral sectors.
Anomaly found.
Research that.
Anomaly found.
Research that. No, Siri, I wasn't talking to you. For some reason, on Poikion, an asteroid into a stable orbit, the massive engine sections or braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they began. Give me a mining station.
Research complete.
And a research station. It was, thank you. As suspected, the asteroid LG holds within a great mass of material and does indeed have some manner of machinery. The gathered daily surely shows the constituent parts contain great quantities of stored energy, but its purpose remains unknown. Dispatch a drill probe to retrieve a sample. I'll say proceed carefully. We want to take the tech for ourselves, after all. Caution proved well in order. Hidden inside was a host of old mining drones programmed to attack on sight. Science officer fortunately detected this early and was able to jam the drone sensors long enough to disable them. The drone's cores are old indeed, but retain vast amounts of energy for siphoning. Now, we also completed some science. We've got our blue lasers. Yes, I need that one so badly. Give me the automatic exploration, please.
System survey complete.
And you're gonna move on? Please. I hate it when it does that. Build a mining outpost. And another tradition. Alright. Leader experience gain. Leader level cap. Let's do that.
System survey complete. Research complete.
Research. Also, survey that system, please. And then you can come down here and survey that. And
Construction complete.
let us see. The particular asteroid is an extrasolar capture and appears to have been washed by some kind of exotic radiation as it plummeted through the interstellar space before literally settling in the Bipeda system. The original source of this radiation remains unknown, but the HVS Alpheus has been able to pick up some wealth of physicals data by studying the asteroid. And I'm gonna say...
Construction complete.
Hydroponic farms.
Anomaly found.
Yes, research the anomaly. Build a mining station. Thorough geologic survey of Ilbaka 1 is extraordinarily uninteresting. Only defining feature is a lack of defining features. There are depressions and elevations, yes, but the surface Ibaka 1 can be regarded as unnaturally flat. Likewise, the native flora and fauna are strikingly docile and unworthy of attention. That's good, right? All the tile blockers have been cleared from Ibaka 1. Okay.
Research complete.
Corvette build speed. Yeah. I actually don't care about factions. Like, at all. If they,
Anomaly found.
they appear, fine, whatever. Don't really care.
System
let's go
survey
hangar
complete.
modules. Mining laser from orbit properly 5,000 years of carved large body of writing on the surface of Ibaka 9. The massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper atmosphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. At least it didn't carve a giant penis. I mean, at least we have that. At least it didn't carve a giant penis. survey here, then survey here.
System survey complete.
Silicon life form. Some kind of burrowing silicon-based life form develops a massive network beneath Ibaka 8A. As best as we can tell, the creatures feed off a rock, and there's evidence suggests that they possess a rudimentary form of intelligence. Their tunneling efforts have shuffled large amounts of valuable minerals to the surface. Intriguing. Encounter in Diphthargia. Where is Diphthargia? Ejax. Diphthargia. Okay, so beta aliens. Investigate the beta aliens. News of alien ships humming through the ether have reached Earth, in many ways ending the first chapter in the book of the Hellspawn regime's bid for a stellar empire. Pause. F2. Investigate the Ibaka aliens. We'll research that. We've completed both of those things for the Terrasax, or whatever they're called, the Ibex.
System survey complete.
And you're still building the starbase. I have definitely got to get that choke point. So please survey it.
Construction complete.
Build a starbase there. We want to make sure we get control of the choke points. More traditions. All right. Master of Nature. I always love that one.
Construction complete. System survey complete. System survey complete. Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Survey that right now. That's a priority. Survey. 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 Survey.
Special project complete.
The divines name the beings floating through the dark Tianki. We are to keep at a respectful distance. Frequency tuning. Frequency tuning. Wonderful, the space whales are here.
Evading hostile fleet.
Alien vessels in the Kaharim. Where's Kaharim? Okay. Okay. What kind of gamma aliens? And they are not friendly. Okay. And this hostile ship. Gamma aliens. Alright. Reinforce all. Send you guys here. I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but I'm gonna send them there. I could be sending them to their doom. Oop. And actually, before doing that, let's get you upgraded first.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
I think I'm going to get more alloys in all honesty.
Construction complete.
Are these guys still upgrading? They are.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Ships upgraded.
Alright, 624. I hope that's strong enough. No, actually it isn't. They're 541, so they're staying here for another minute while they get a little bit stronger. Come on, Reptics. Please survey it.
Construction complete.
Yeah, go survey that one.
Special project complete.
Space amoebas. Damage to space amoebas. Plus 100 and plus 1,000 energy for every space amoeba fleet destroyed. Or space amoeba study. Let's study them.
Situation log updated. Anomaly found.
Mining base on Irasan. Which I'm not quite sure what that is. Oh, it's on Raptrix. That's what it is. The remains of a Irasan mining operation that was alive active on this world some 1.2 million years ago. The HCB Strab has conducted a thorough survey scan, and we have yet to find the remains of any actual mining facilities.
Situation log updated.
Heavens, Earth constantly skirts the upper atmosphere. The sheer power evident in cosmic justice has made a profound impression on the capital's populace. This has likened the intractability of its path of the inevitability of the Hellspawn regime's ascension to galactic supremacy. We are happy for a little while. 5%. Just please finish surveying. You can go and investigate that stuff in a second. But I need to get that choke point under control. Reinforce. Get me a couple more ships.
System survey complete.
Oh, thank goodness. FTL impact. A massive crater on Volstaham. Up there in the corner here. Appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we expect that a ship exiting a hyperlane at maximum velocity rammed the planet for reason unknown, roughly 10,000 years ago. The Alpheus has picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash site, reminiscent of a collapsed hyper-articulation field, but the ship itself has disintegrated on impact, and the theory cannot be verified. That adds some physics research. Governor Paul Acartius has gained. Our demon has a reputation as a crime fighter and voted to root out corruption and injustice wherever it might be found. Yeah, that makes sense for demons, whatever.
Construction complete.
Okay. Alright. Chassis is 4. Go check this out. Meanwhile, you... I desperately need you to take over
System survey
Raptrix.
complete. Anomaly found.
And please research that anomaly.
Research
Because
complete.
we need control of that choke point. Like, it's kind of important. Yeah.
System survey complete.
Is that automatic research? It is. Through deflectors. Alright. Well, once you're finished there, you can do automatic research. Automatic exploration. And I'm going to set you to automatic exploration, which should be basically the same thing, because you're in the right area. And I'm going to set you to automatic exploration. And I think I'm gonna need to build another science ship.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Let's take a look here. Crashed out craft. There is no visible cockpit of the ship. Leans, I believe it was either piloted by remote or through some kind of primitive artificial intelligence, though it is too damaged to be salvaged. The ship hasn't been picked clean at its location yet.
Construction complete.
Fleet combat. We took out a space amoeba, okay. So, not what I was afraid it was going to be. But, we no longer have to worry about it.
Construction
And I'll
complete.
reinforce as well. But I'm still going to take control of that choke point.
Construction complete.
Here's auto-exploring? Right. You, I want you to go up here.
Anomaly found.
Yeah.
Research complete.
Need to get to another... I'll go with this one. I want you to go here. And survey that system, and then I'll set you to auto-explore. You're exploring over there. You're doing what you need to do over there. And let's let that go. Science ship. This one to take care of all the various anomalies.
Anomaly found.
Strength from small places. Having probed the frozen landscape of Caesar 3, we think we have struck something big. Science officer Faustius Tardius speaks of a bacterial life form unlike any other. It bonds with an individual to form large blankets that are durable yet light, and thus act as solar cells. They absorb solar energy with surprisingly low efficiency loss percentage, most likely as a result of evolutionarily favoring those who could gather more heat in the harsh climate. Our researchers back home could find a way for this somehow. In our homeworld, results may take a while to process. Try and find a military use. Results will take a while to process. Find if it can improve energy production. Remember, we're militaristic, so military use. We want to make bigger and better weapons. I'm gonna go with that. Better armor.
Construction complete.
Alright, you. I need you to... I need you to get a scientist. Anomaly, research speed, research speed. You, that'll work. Your job is simple. Research projects in the system, then swing back around, do that here, and then swing back around and survey the system. Alright, so we got improved deflectors tech. Well, we got 60% of the improved deflectors tech. Have been able to progress with samples sent from Citizen V. They are reconstructing the biological solar cells and document how they retain heat energy within themselves without taking damage. This has helped them develop a new defense technology for our fleets.
System survey complete.
Chassis S1 has been fully repaired. We've discovered an abandoned solar sail in the orbit around Hagim V. This ublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails has a large tear where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices.
System survey complete.
Alright, we've got that one. You can now do automatic exploration. Just do whatever you want. While you... I want to control that choke point. Just move here for now.
Construction complete.
Still building up on Earth.
Anomaly found.
Go and research that anomaly. And another tradition. Through our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life. Many of our older theories on the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed on a newly dedicated museum of exobiology on Earth. The public's enthralled, and many traditions come in to aid the continued search for strange new life forms. All right. Starbase capacity.
Debris analyzed.
Regenerative hull tissue. That's going to be useful. That's actually how, even when I faced more powerful opponents in my last game, I was able to hold them off of my star bases, because I just threw regenerative hull tissue onto my star bases, and if they couldn't take the star base out in one run, like if they had to do a second run, and often they'd send a scout team or a half-strength thing to make an initial strike, because that's just the way the AI works, I could hold off much more powerful opponents because they couldn't get past my hulls, because they couldn't get past my defensive platform since they were constantly regenerating. So getting that early is very useful for defensive play. Colonial development speed, blockers. Mining station output, pop foods consumption. I think we have to go supremacy. I think we have to.
System survey complete.
Stranded scientist. The wreckage of the asteroid of 18866 is the remains of a vessel belonging to a new stranded scientist, Makob, identifying themselves as belonging to hitherto unknown species. From amidst the wreckage, she somehow managed to contact the science officer stationed aboard the Alpheus and requesting to be rescued. She explains that her collision was due to a malfunctioning navigational sensor and that she was unable to leave the asteroid for several years. She claims her scientific knowledge to be without equal and that she would be a valuable asset. She points to her survival as proof of that. Join, so we'll share technological knowledge. That was an odd icon in the corner. 50% chance will now has the adaptable trait or the paranoid trait. Extra scientist isn't a bad idea. Let's see what happens. I'll give them something to do.
Construction complete.
Actually, shared knowledge. Put the knowledge of our technology to good use. Your shared insights have pushed our physics research to new sites. Our research into technologies is
Anomaly
further.
found.
Yeah, research that. So do we actually have a new scientist in our ranks here? So if I go here, yeah, we have a human with expertise in computing. Hey, actually, you are ideal for physics research, aren't you? Spark of genius, computing. All right, that works for me. Well, you know what that means? Waste not, want not. Time for another science ship. I will find use for these scientists. And you need them early game anyway. Alright. We've got one scientist heading down that way. You're doing the anomaly thing, right? You're researching anomalies. You've got a new science ship building.
Construction complete.
Alright, you...
System survey complete.
Not you. You. Get a scientist. Don't we have a spare one? I thought we had a spare one. There.
Special project complete.
And just find where you want to go. On Raptrix, alright. Found the fossilized remains of over 100 Isian miners at the bottom. One of them, they appear to be more victim of the pox that brought about the end of their... In a futile attempt to keep the disease from spreading, their comrades dumped the bodies down one of the boreholes before the planet was evacuated. And another artifact has been recovered. Scientist has gained a strike. Her haggard appearance makes her a substance abuser.
Special project complete.
Space amoebas forever. Ooh, now that's an interesting one. So space amoebas. Check here. We have frequency tuning, and I've already got regenerative tissue. I just need to research it. So, if we take some samples, I'll get more progress on regenerative tissue. But, since I can research that on my own anyway, also hi Rebecca, I think the logical thing for me to do, at least, for our little demon empire, is to go with the flagella are fascinating, and that gives just a base +5 to evasion. Attack I can already research, so base +5 evasion Sounds like a good one to me. So let's read the flavor text, shall we? Space Amoeba forever. The Space Amoeba, the name is stuck as the pronunciation of the proper Xeno taxonomic dominator is too unwieldy for the average hellspawn. Are solitary animals, and when left to their own devices, all but the youngest specimens are accompanied by quasi-independent flagella, organisms spawned by the amoeba and programmed through the liquid RNA-laced secretions to do the bidding of the host. These flagella are capable of manipulating and even attacking objects in impressive and restrictive range around the host, periodically returning to lodge inside the host amoeba's body for reprogramming. There are potential military applications found in the regenerative properties of amoebas at thick hide when the flagella's graceful patterns of movement. Let's go with the graceful patterns. All right.
Research complete.
And more research has been completed. Improved deflectors. All right. I think I need energy credits. We're at a serious deficit. And I've actually got spare stuff. So I want you to take this choke point. And I have a third ship, don't I? Construction ship? You're over there building. You're not doing anything. So I want you to go to Alpha Centauri and build me a base there. Get us some extra energy. Why are you doing... No. Build the mining station here first. Then build the mining station here. Research station. Wow, there's a lot that I've just been ignoring because I've been a little afraid. Let's get those taken care of. There. Now everybody's got stuff to do. Be nice if...
Anomaly found.
Yes. Research the anomaly, please. I gave you a job on Izagar. Please build the damn starbase. Yeesh.
System survey complete.
I wish there was an automatic starbase building.
Construction complete.
I'm wondering if this is going to be a dead end.
Anomaly found.
Yes, research it. Science ship, where are you? Well, I told you to do automatic exploration. Much a large complex showing signs of both industrial development and terraforming. As other Isian worlds, the fossilized remains is a harrowing tale, the population rapidly succumbing to the pox, and there appears to have been widespread panic in all the planet's major settlements. There is also an unusually large amount of debris in office, probably the remnants of battle.
Situation log updated.
Alright, you. Why have you not surveyed this one? A microsingularly recently intersected Sigala V, passing straight through the core and emerging the other side of the moon. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output from the planetary core slightly in a way that defies our current scientific model. Add some physics research to a planet. Now, if I want to control choke points, I need you to take over
Research complete.
Pigma. Yeah. definitely the regenerative hull tissue. That is super useful.
Anomaly found.
Yes, yes, yes. Research the anomaly, please.
Anomaly found.
Yes, yes. Research it. An asteroid was eventually used as a junk bar of someone at some point in the distant past. All manner of discarded machinery and metallic refuse has been deposited inside the asteroid's weak gravity well, being slowly pulled into toward a bundle of debris that now covers the surface. There is nothing of particular value to be found here, but a lot of metal could be salvaged. Okay,
Construction complete.
All right. Corvette hull points, I think. Reinforce you and upgrade you. Just move here for now. Yes, I know, my Empire's got a bunch of holes in it. I want to make sure I control choke points. Strategic research discovered. Volatile motes on RLM 11. Can I find RLM 11? Oh, it's over here in, look like Withra. Particular part contains a tremendous amount of energy which can be applied to energy production as fuel or even for explosives. While we don't possess the means to extract the sources, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. And that's also why you want to control all
System survey
that word.
complete.
Belongs to a sizable trials and research station has been found in Kiram 05. Exactly what the Legion was searching, hoping to remain unclear, but their instruments appear to have been aimed toward the gas giant itself.
Situation log updated.
Yes, yes, yes. An abandoned life pod detected close to Koduka 1. It was covered in scorch marks, presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded, and preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the HBDS Isildur managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in resplendent uniform, clutched in one of his claws, with a small picture of another individual in the same race, possibly a mate or a revered leader. Ooh. So much research is happening. Yeesh. We have discovered what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Nyonki system, which is down here? Where are you, Nyonki? A wormhole. Our scientists may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole located somewhere else in our galaxy. Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow alien ships to travel one end of the galaxy to the other in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, likely the vast majority, is inherently unstable. Any vessels foolish enough to pass to it would be ripped apart in seconds. But if we could somehow stabilize it...
Construction complete. Construction
well,
complete.
There, up there, all right.
Construction complete.
Okay.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete. Construction complete.
Well, you...
Construction complete.
You have one job. Because I can't afford to build a starbase, so I don't have enough alloys. Okay,
Anomaly found.
do you have enough alloys now? Yes. Scan. The many natural satellites orbiting the gas giant Middleith has revealed a deposit of precious metals and minerals that were overlooked in the initial survey. Although the moon is very small, it has a stable enough orbit and the primary appears tectonically stable. Add 3 to Meredith. Ooh, we definitely need to take Nunki. So, who do I have? I need another one. 'Cause my construction ships are all in various places, and they need to be there for when I need them at a moment's notice. All right. Also, can you tell me why you've decided you need to automatically explore over here? Like, I have 3 guys automatically exploring over here, 1 up here, literally no one over here, and this one I had to manually tell to go in there. It's like, seriously, check these areas. Ugh. Okay, you, up at Talapa, I want you to go here and survey here, then start automatically exploring over there. My goodness. My goodness. They don't understand the idea of exploring all around you, not concentrating everything in one section. I have 3 science vessels over here. It's like, can you send one of them to the other side of the galaxy and explore there, and not just leave it completely abandoned and nothing happening over there? Like, seriously. Alright.
Anomaly found.
Yes, research the anomaly.
Construction complete.
Alright, construction ship. You have 1 job. Go up here.
System
Build a
survey
starbase.
complete.
Alright, Quab Vis Ibd. See if the glancing kit from several passing mass driver rounds. The projectiles are billions of years old, and based on their trajectory, they appear to be stray rounds fired from a neighboring galaxy. After missing their intended target, they continued on their journey for untold millennia until today. The rounds that we have recovered are of an advanced design despite their incredible age. Yes, because that's the thing about space. If you fire a gun in space, it's just going to keep going, because there's no gravity to pull it down, or very little gravity, depending on where you are. So, yeah, you could literally, if you shot someone in space, and you missed, there's a chance that billions of years later, someone could be hit by the round. How fucked up is that being? You're like in the middle of space, doing a spacewalk, and you get shot in the back of the head. From a gun that was fired 3 billion years ago.
System survey complete.
Like, just think of how messed up that is. On the surface of Merida, science officer and the crew have just discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock carved in an alien writing. They've not taken any signs of alien activity on the planet, and exactly what the mural came to mean is a mystery. We have prepared a special project to translate the
Situation log
text.
updated.
I have got so many special projects, just not enough scientists to deal with them all.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Like, I just don't have enough staff.
System survey complete.
Will you do automatic exploration down? Yes, please. That's where I want you to go. Atmospheric ecosystem. We have discovered a thriving ecosystem in the upper atmosphere of the gas giant Quad V9. Massive floating creatures have evolved bodies for light in their gases, following the wind currents and feed on the energy released by the gas giant's frequent lightning storms. These beings in turn support colonies of smaller animals that prey on atmospheric plankton on each other. Fascinating.
Construction complete. Evading hostile fleet.
Okay. F2. Research the Delta aliens, and now, where are those Delta aliens that we're ooh, down here at Plov. Alien Velsa, Delta aliens. Okay. You guys, head down there. Now, these ships do have some defenses. Alright, so this is like a ring world of some sort. Yopmic's Heart. Interesting. Is this a Fallen Empire? I think this is a Fallen Empire. Looks like a Fallen Empire. We're just like at the tail end of this galaxy. Alright, so Chastius. Don't bother the Fallen Empire, please. But yes, you may flee. You're perfectly within your rights to flee. Since we know that there's a Fallen Empire over there, just go do whatever you were going to do. You're going to auto-explore over there. That's fine. You're auto-exploring over there. You're auto-exploring up here. Good. I want to control this choke point. So I need to build up there because that'll give me control of the wormhole, which is definitely important. Still losing energy. So I've got one there, I've got one there. Got two up here. Your job is very simple. What do you mean I can't... What do you mean I can't build mining or research stations? Oh, because you're already building them. Okay, fine.
Evading hostile fleet.
Yeah. That is a fallen empire of some sort.
Research complete.
Of Cursium. Where is Cursium? It is... Oh, over there. Massive amount of space debris has formed a dense layer around parts of the gas giant. Many of it appears to be wreckage from a series of space battles. The system revealed millennia ago. Scavengers are already screwed to believe valuable technology is an artifact. But a mining station should be able to recycle the materials. So yeah, I need to make sure I have got control of these various choke points.
Construction complete.
You. Not as big a priority. You, on the other hand, get up to Cardra. I am lacking a tiny bit of influence, but that's not a problem. We'll get it in a second. Fusion reactor, research station. Yeah, energy grid.
Anomaly found.
Yes, research the... Seriously? Why do all of my science ships just not want to go here and friggin' survey it? Survey the system. And then when you're done, survey this system. And then when you're done,
Construction complete.
survey this system. For the love of Piet Sajak. I want eyes on every part of the map. Alright. Picked up some curious regarding Quadvid. There's significant packets of radiation in the gas giant's atmosphere that appear to be the result of an intense orbital bombardment. When someone could hope to gain by bombing a gas giant from orbit remains a mystery, however. Maybe it wasn't always a gas giant. As the Apius was preparing to break orbit, scientists discovered a weak signal coming from the planet's interior. Maybe a transition signal, but the gas giant's background radiation make it difficult to isolate. Investigate it. Alright, that is a timed project. Pause. Go to. There's Quad Mies. Alright, you are not going to do automatic exploration. You're going to research projects in the area. And boy, do we have a lot of projects for you to research. Like, seriously, I've been ignoring way too many of these. Research project in area. And research project in area. Then research project and area. Yeah, because you're already doing automatic exploration of this area of the map, aren't you? And you are doing what I told you to do. And you... whatever. Automatic exploration. Do something. Yeesh. There's so much stuff going on around.
Anomaly found.
The crystalline entities. No, let's do a study of the crystalline
Situation log updated.
entities. Research that. I'm getting all the good techs though, which I'm really surprised with. I'm like getting all the really good technology. Alright, orbital speed demon. Attempts to scan the object at a high speed orbit of E, whatever. Out here somewhere. The object quickly falls below the horizon, and I'm simply unable to keep up. That alone does little to explain the object extreme. While E44's gravitational pull is strong, that alone does little to explain the object's extreme momentum. Either the object possesses some extraordinary properties, or there's some gravitational phenomenon at work here. The object's velocity appears to be increasing over time, and science officers suspect that it may soon be thrown out of orbit, even without outside interference. Attempt to halt it, get away from it. Move out of harm's way and leave the object to his fate. Attempt to halt it. Try to slow it down. Dispatch a drone. Speed demon halted. The drone successfully intercepted the unknown object's orbit. By latching onto the object and then thrusting in reverse a little by little, the drone was eventually able to direct it for retrieval. The object looks to be some sort of box constructed of an alien material. Could it be a hell box? A puzzle box? We should open it! Some sort of box constructed of an alien material. Vein-like ridges along its side, congregating at the top of some sort of sphere-shaped mechanism. You can only guess at its contents. Cracking open the alien box, study it, get rid of it. Study it.
Situation log updated.
What else do I have to study? Yeesh.
Special project complete.
The weak signal is coming from somewhere deep inside the atmosphere. It does indeed appear to be in transition, and we have filtered it through our translation software. Okay. Gas giant transmission. Yeesh. See what I mean? I was going to end the stream here because we'd hit 2 hours, but dear God, we have everything happening. Alright. Finally! Well met, Spacefarer. We are the Deathanok, and the planet you are orbiting is Deathlockrong, our ancestral home. It's always riveting to meet a solid, even if our last encounter with your kind was somewhat problematic. You have no doubt detected the radiation surges coming from our atmosphere. Telockrong is dying, and our species will perish unless we find a new home. We have identified a planet that would suit our physiology, but we have no means to get there. Sadly, our non-corporeal nature means we don't have much of a way into your technology. Will you help us? If you have no technology, how are we speaking? Ah, but you're not the first solid to pay us a visit. Another spacefarer gracefully donated a small subspace transmitter and a scanner array to us about 2.9 million solar cycles ago. They have been designated to be compatible with our... They had been designated to be compatible with our physiology. One of the more positive encounters we've had with your kind. What happened to your planet? Well, the last time solids visited us a few thousand cycles ago, things didn't go very well. They wanted us to embrace their religion. We refused, and that triggered some kind of genocidal reaction. Completely unwarranted. Before we knew what was happening, they maneuvered their fleet into orbit and unleashed a massive bombardment. So you want us to transport your entire species to another planet? Yes, and hopefully soon. Don't worry, there aren't too many of us. Both Deathnok died when our planet was bombarded, and those who survived retreated deeper into the atmosphere. Communication with the sufferers is difficult here, and the radiation is spreading. We don't have much time. Yeah. Sure, why not?
Situation log updated.
Excellent. We knew we could count on you. The coordinates of our new home have been forwarded. You must promise not to let your colonists claim this alluring world before we get there, no matter how strong a temptation is. Wasn't actually thinking of colonizing for a while. Okay. Pause. So you... Prioritize. Research the project in this system. Alright. You. Get me a starbase output post. You, I want a mining station and research stations, and I want the same here, and I want the same here. I don't feel like I need to expand there just yet, nor here for the moment. I feel like my biggest priority is to make sure I lock down that wormhole. But this section does have some planets on it, so let me actually expand down here a bit. That should get everybody moving.
Anomaly found.
Research the anomaly. Alright, supremacy. Build cost reduced, ship upkeep reduced, ship fire rate increased. And how's the translation of... Alright, so you're the one going to Alpha Centauri.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Survey of the asteroid temporarily halted as the probe is caught by an errant gravitational anomaly. The probe manages to transmit some data before it's brutally crushed by extreme forces that completely dissipate soon after. Ugh.
Construction complete.
Alright. I can see the choke point. Scipius. If I can control Scipius, I'm good.
Anomaly found.
Yes, research.
System survey complete.
Research.
Anomaly found.
Research. See, there was stuff here. Bunker bot, okay. We have trace unusual electromagnetic radiation emanating from Ethion. C, to a secret subterranean bunker hiding a mega computer the size of a battleship. Our researchers suspect it may have been there for several thousand years, hard at work solving a very complex equation. The computer discovered that the facility should appeared both abandoned and unguarded, when in fact operated by security AI, the highest purpose of which seems to be frying its visitors alive. As a crew defeated the idea, it broadcast a message to unknown recipient. Scrap the mega computer for part. Use it to boost our own research. Let it continue its mysterious calculations. Nothing starts an event from what I can tell. We can scrap it for stuff, but honestly that's not that big a deal to me. And that's temporary. giving the following effect. I think, since they're all temporary effects, I'm going to go with the one that gives me a bunch of influence. Kind of needed for all of the expanding we're doing. The lockdown choke points. I think having excess influence is going to be kind of important to us at this point, considering all the lockdowns we have to do.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
You research that. Detailed survey of Listener IV has revealed that it may once have been support life in the distant past. There are significant deposits of frozen water on the polar ice caps, and beneath the planet's surface, the existence of a vast network suggests that the water may once have flowed freely. Terraforming this planet would be theoretically possible, but we do not yet possess the technology to accomplish a monumental task within a realistic time frame. Observe what climate restoration technology is available.
Research complete.
You see what's happening? It's kind of insane. Let's do that. You're over here. I need to control choke points, so I'm putting you to build a starbase here. You're controlling that. So if I can get you to control that. And you. Let's try and get you to the other choke point here. Build a starbase outpost. And I should have one more floating around here somewhere doing something. Should have science ship. I should have construction ships, construction shipping. I can't actually make any more ships either. I have so many civilian ships doing so many civilian ship things. I suspect the deathlocks are actually going to be... Will they... I wonder if it's going to be considered part... I wonder if they're just going to relocate to the planet. I don't know what it's going to do. Alright. Active scans of Jarn have picked up what appears to be a large ship deep inside the atmosphere of the gas giant. Judging by the nearby reefs, there have been several failed attempts to salvage this derelict in the past. Any ship strong enough with the sensor to crushing gravity must be a magnificent prize. The science officer pros a salvage project. Alright. Salvage the gas giant.
Situation log updated. Construction complete.
I've got so many things my side ships have to do. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
System survey complete.
Do you see all this
Construction
stuff?
complete.
Kind of insane.
Construction complete.
Alright. As supervising the relocation to their new home, a convoy of civilian freights equipped with massive pressurized gas tanks ferried the gaseous beings across space and deposited them on the gas giant's atmosphere. The ancient transmitter scanner array are also brought along. Hail them. We are forever in your debt. The planet has exceeded our expectations. For the first time in generations, our young can frolic in the upper atmosphere without starting to glow. We have decided to call our new home Baldurak after your species. Future generations of Deathlok should now know the name of their saviors. Baldurak, but we're demons. Really? Sorry, but it can be difficult to tell yourselves apart. I'm afraid it's too late to change the name now. It has a nice ring to it, though, don't you think? Good luck with your new home. We'll be dominating you soon. Thank you, my dear friends. May the atmospheric currents always keep you aloof. Okay, you. Science ship. Gerard, okay. So, do that. You. I want you to build this starbase outpost. And that gives us pretty solid control of this choke point. You... building Higma Station, building that station, building that. Have I missed any other stations that I need built? Alright. So all of my ships are off
Anomaly
to
found.
research the anomaly. Eesh! It won't stop. And you've got the Epsilon aliens. Okay, pause. Investigate Epsilon aliens as well. Yeesh. There's so many anomalies. I've had... This is the most... yes, take Cupix, because I think we're getting close to another one area. Our signal originates from the remains of an antenna-like structure. Exploratory probes are dispatched to the surface to discover what scientist Secundus Cantitus found was a cavernous vault that, while easily pried open, was evidently the last safe house and refuge of some long-dead race of aliens. While reasonably technologically advanced, it seemed they never reached for the stars and perished from some planet-wide natural disaster. Yeesh. The vault is immense, housing thousands upon thousands of black boxes and damaged storage devices have been paired to decode the contents. Asteroid. Yada's pockmarked with craters from weapon blast. Appears to have been used as a target range for someone roughly 2 millennia ago. Residual energy readings suggest that they tested increasingly exotic weaponry, including subspace bombs and some kind of singularity generator. Scientists would be interested in studying it further. Alright. And that's another one that needs a scientist. Why couldn't it build one in Scipiox? Why can't I build anything in Scipiox? Well, in that case,
System survey complete. System survey complete. Anomaly found.
see what I mean? There's no end to it. But yes, why can't I build a research? No.
System survey complete.
Research. Why won't you let me build? Mummified pilot. Previous unknown mammalian species have been found drifting in the orbits of Drenamum 3. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit complete with helmet and maybe a fighter pilot that ejected on some ancient battle only to be forgotten and left behind. A study of the corpse, some interesting research. Yeesh. Alright, a new colony. We're pleased to learn that our species has quadrupled in number since we arrived. Many of us were swept up in a festive mood when we made planetfall, and things have gotten a bit frisky to say the least. After the positive experience we have colonizing Boldarok, a few brave pioneers have asked me to petition you for passage to another gas giant we have already located promising within your space. But will be suitable. What do you say? As long as it's just another gas giant. I think our colonists are eager to get underway.
An alien empire has established communications.
Translating the language, we have established communication with the Galactic channels are now open, and all hostilities are terminated. Alright, what have we found? Where are they? And the rest of the religious country bid you greetings, provide spiritual guidance to the Good Belief Foundation, and our stated goal is to lead the great nation path to salvation. We'd be honored by your great species to join us in this journey. Our sacred arms shall not waver, Galsabarg. First alien news: we have encountered an alien race. Opportunity and a threat we must be wary. These particular Xenos offer levels technology similar to our own, indicating we have achieved spaceflight at roughly the same time. Yeah, okay. That's why we build a border. And there goes my construction ship. And that's why I want to control choke spaces. Because of reasons like that. Okay, where the heck are you?
Anomaly found.
Another freaking anomaly. Okay, well, first off, I need you, when you're done with that, to survey this system, because that's another choke point. What we had assumed was an abnormally small gas giant is in fact not. Beneath a deceptive cover of thick dust swelling in the upper atmosphere lies a regular planet. A barren planet, but a planet nonetheless. This has proven quite embarrassing as the astronomical community on Earth.
System survey complete.
You're finished.
Special project complete.
The crystalliners are probably alive. Perhaps more descriptive name for them is silicon animate matter, as they have little in common with biological, traditionally artificial life. Seem to mate, and we have yet to observe any crystals that are recognizably older or younger than others. Contrary to the shifts in hues between individual crystals seem to be related not to their age, but to their latent internal charge, which can violently unleashed. And it appears as though sporadic fluctuations in this charge after radioactive distortion of the crystals sound potentially useful. Energy credits from jobs. Crystal infused plating. Crystal infused plating.
System survey complete.
Okay. That's just... We have received report from the Massaliners, which is currently in the eyes of our system. System seems to have an unusual amount of Tiyanki activity. We've never reported seeing so many in one place. Even more peculiar is the Sagunyik also force. The activity seems to be focused around the terrestrial planet, and there's a large group of older, larger Tiyanki guarding it, till they have been driven off and not able to explore the planet itself. Somewhere over there? Okay. How odd.
Evading hostile fleet.
Special project to salvage the derelict from the atmosphere was a failure. The gas giant's heavy gravity disabled the engines of one of our engineering lugs, which then collided with the derelict. Several lives were lost, and the ancient vessel pushed even deeper into the atmosphere, beyond our reach. Ugh. Okay. You're no longer busy, and I need you to go. That's not got a timer, so I want you to go to here. And I want my science ship that's no longer busy to research projects in system, and then research this project in the system, and then research this project in the system, and then research this project in the system, while you get control of that choke point. And you got no orders. If I tell you to, yes, you'll finally automatically explore this section of the map. Alright. Now, do I have construction ships construction shipping? Yes. So I want to actually upgrade this since it's our front line. I want to make sure that if they decide to come a knocking, we can fight them off. For now, I'm going to form a non-aggression pact. Because, yeah, let's just form all the pacts. Not the research agreement. I'm not giving them my research. They can discover their own shit. I'll do the commercial pact, but not the research agreements. No research agreements. We hoard our research in this particular run. Eesh. And that's another one. All right. Oh, good. It's a fallen empire. Okay. Militant isolationists. Peaceful creatures know that we roam the stars for eons before your hapless species mastered spaceflight. If any of your wretched little ships come into our space, do not expect them to return. Our sacred arm shall not waver in favor, Jim. Okay. You. Please survey Filmamar. And construction ship, where are you? You're there. And you. Pathway. Report the ship experienced a number of sudden gravitational shifts. Ever curious, dispatch a number of probes to scan debris. And it turns out that the culprit is a number of gravity generators of old alien make, sputtering and a dying energy source within their polarities inverted. They occasionally spew reverse gravity into the void, though not well enough force to go any serious harm. Not anymore. The generators once proved artificial gravity for a large asteroid belt, but some malfunctioned, tearing the rocks apart. Okay. You, which is on Sol. I want you to go here and build a Starbase base outpost so that I can control this choke point. And you.
Research complete.
Who's over here?
Anomaly found.
Okay, another anomaly. You. You're still building your Starbase
System survey
outpost.
complete.
Good. And you're just doing stuff, aren't you? Alright. A species native to Archnia has, according to orbiting the planet, achieved attentive mastery of the planet. Science officer proposed that we should mentor their development and maybe even help them along. Something to keep in mind for the future. Alright, you. Just move here for now. You see how crazy this is? So, if we hit 3 hours, I'm ending the stream no matter what. Because, dear God. There is no breaks. Alright. A small military listening post has been built into a hollowed-out portion of the asteroid's interior. So it's equipped with an array of powerful sensors that seem to be aimed towards neighboring systems. None of them are functional, and the asteroid appears to have been gone over it and looted for once great.
Situation log updated.
Alright, I've managed to peek into the alien box without compromising the container site. By using advanced type of sonar, they have been able to identify the contents. The contents are puzzling, or at least unexpected. The box holds 3 small vials, each filled with an unknown liquid. The box is safe to open, but we require further assistance. We're going to open it.
Situation log updated.
Alright. Alright, pause. Yeesh. See what I mean? It's never stopping. It never stops. We need our destroyers. We need better defense. We need better ships. We need more fleet capacity. We need so much stuff. Yeesh. Do I have the option to make a energy nexus yet? Or is that still beyond me? For now, I'm going to leave that because they are really running at a deficit for energy. So you're going there, and can I build yet? Not yet. You're over here. You're construction shipping. You're building all the various stations. You know what? Let's fill some holes in our own space right now. Oh, I can't. Go here. Just move here for now. Yeah, but with the fallen empire on our heels, I need to make sure I lock down this space so they cannot expand. Oh boy.
Construction complete.
There, we've got our first front base set up. I need to set one down here for these guys as well. Because I don't know what they are, but they are not friendly.
Anomaly found.
Research. Alright. We've actually capped out on minerals. Can I use these minerals? Can I sell them? And get, I can't get more influence, but maybe I can get, like, alloys or something. I don't know. Good gracious. Okay. So we're building something there. That one's not really a threat at the moment. I definitely need to make sure that I prioritize that choke point. Everything's going to come in and out of there. So I'm going to move him there. And you're waiting for the moment for me to control that choke point. Though technically I control it here.
System survey complete.
Alright. What other insane things are currently going on with my science ships that are science shipping? My god, look at the madness.
System survey complete.
Come on, build that science ship. Build that starbase. Survey of Yondu's detected the remains of an automated shipyard in its orbit, at least 1,000 years old, and seems to have been subjugated to a heavy missile barrage. But one of its manufacturing bays is still in working condition. Science officer Dulles Pulpi is confident that power can be stored at the shipyard, but it will be a significant project.
Situation log updated.
Okay. Survey the system.
Construction complete.
And you're surveying the system, right? Alright.
Anomaly found.
Research. Build. Starbase outpost. Okay.
Anomaly found.
Alright. I've locked down the two borders. So far. We haven't discovered anybody
Special
else yet.
project complete.
Alright. Vault of Tomb of Hopeful Immortals. Science Aura Faustius. Whew. Asserts that the huge blocks of tertiary coal found in it are neural images. Digitized brain scans. Doubtfully, the aliens of Quad V considered this their only shot of any kind of survival following whatever calamity befell their planet. They did not have the means to resurrect themselves, but banked on the possibility, small hope, that eventually someone else would. We let the dead aliens lie. We do not, but download the neural patterns for safekeeping. We might be able to do something with it. Okay.
System survey complete.
Yeah, see, they're already expanding over there. That's why I need to lock down my borders. Because remember, one of our policies is closed borders, so they can't get in to take territory that we're close to. Alright, colony was found floating just above the atmosphere of Yontis IV. Appears to have been self-sufficient and remains from several different species we found on board. At best, we can tell the colony was some kind of social experiment conducted centuries ago that ultimately ended with the colonies massacring each other. We have downloaded all the data found in the colony's database. Alright. I just want to double check. We are set to have closed borders, right? So, yeah. Border. Initial border status closed. So yeah, they can't get into our borders because we've got closed borders with them. So if I look over with him, check. Yeah, open borders. We can do a non-aggression pact. We can do a commercial pact. Now let's see here. So actually, if I get a little bit more acceptance with them, then we can get a migration treaty and we can mess with their race. Make them more susceptible to the demonic influences. Alright, but once I've locked this down, I'm going to feel more comfortable taking control of the various other things around here because, my god, there is just so much stuff. We know that this is a dead end, so we're safe there. The only ones we don't really know what the status of stuff is over here. So what I want to do is, once this guy's done, and he's building, do I have enough? No, I don't have enough to build an...
Incoming transmission.
Alright, what's this? Creation of a research agreement between... No, I'm sorry, I don't do research agreements. I don't share my tech. I'm sorry, just something we don't do. We'll do commercial, we'll even do migration policies, but we don't share tech. I'm sorry. Actually, they still don't. They don't find us too bad at 40 plus 47. We get a few more points. We can get a migration treaty, and like I said, I don't have a problem with a migration treaty. But yes. You're waiting for the chance to expand. Can't do it yet. Ah yes, this is the Cressimum Starbase. Now, is there anything interesting here I can build? Not really, and I know any one of these is going to cost me a base energy, so I need to kind of sort out our economy. Now, we should be able to sort out the economy. We certainly have enough resources inside, we just have to get them built. Now...
Construction complete.
Still no energy nexus, though. Alright, you. I want you to make your way down to here. Filthy bugs, you've encroached upon our space for the last time. Withdraw a mirror, or we will cleanse the stain upon the universe. What are you saying we've encroached upon? I have no choice but to accept.
System survey complete.
So, they didn't want me doing that. Okay, here's the question, though. Yeah, that's what I thought. Overwhelming. They don't like it. So I need to control every space around that. Because if I don't control every space around that... Alright. Build a starbase outpost. This means that any attempt they have to come into my space is going to have to go through one of these 3 inject points. Well, technically that's not an inject point. That gets them over to Ganymede. So it's really just these 2 points that are of the utmost importance. But I do want to lock down Yadrim's.
System survey complete.
Present free space in startup system. They are an early industrial age. Put an observation post in there. Okay.
System survey complete.
A gigantic skeleton. The assorted mountains in the southern hemisphere of Kronos IV have been identified as the massive skeleton remains of a single colossal alien life. The bones have been dated to 3.4 billion years old, but our scientists have ruled out that Kronos V could have been supported life on the scale at any point in the moon's history. Science Office Titus T has prepared a special research project to delve into it.
Situation log updated.
Is it another timed project? No. But that does need a scientist. Yeesh. Alright, science ship, where are you? You finished that one. Where are there projects that you need to science ship? I That's a construction ship. Go to the giant skeleton. That's it can appear. So science ship. Research project. In system. Survey that system, please. So yeah, this is a dead end, so I don't have to worry about that. It's completely under my control. And this is a dead end as well. So I just need to set up a defensive base there. So that means that the only thing I have to worry about setting up a chokehold at is over here. Now, I don't have enough influence just yet. But I'm getting there. Now you.
Special project complete.
But Kihram has yielded few answers, but we have some ideas what their scientists were studying in their research station. Their covered logs, some kind of artificial object floating deep inside the gas giant's crushing atmosphere. Has found no trace of such an object, despite repeated efforts. Either the Isthmians finally managed to retrieve it, or someone else did in the countless years since their demise. So you're building the starbase
Construction
there.
complete.
Don't have enough for you to do much over here, but you know what I can have you do? Build mining station, build research station, do the same thing here. Mesmerizing purple-colored rain takes the surface exploration probes somehow find their way to the hands of the cultural elite on Earth. While discovery is of no scientific value, the evocative imagery of the colorful participation sparks a minor renaissance in the Hellspawn Earth world. The positive effects have yet to be felt for years to come. Yeah.
Anomaly found.
Okay, research the anomaly. Restored power to the automated shipyard over Yandis 2, and the facility immediately resumed its interrupted construction order, using the materials it had on hand to build an advanced frigate of unknown design. Unfortunately, the ancient facility broke down completely afterward and has been deemed beyond repair. We have sent the crew to the new ship and pressed it into service with our fleet. Okay, we got a new ship. And then I want you to build a mining station. Build a mining station. Build a mining station. Please move to here, because you're going to build to there shortly. You're pretty much done. You just need to build some stations in this area. Oh, really? You're done. And that's a new ship? Okay, I want you two to join fleet. Oh, you can't. Alright. You have no leader, though. Pause. Alright. Recruit. On the shoulders of giants, it appears that the asteroid and the surrounding debris originate from a former planet. Deep within the center of the asteroid, you can find extremely valuable alloys. There are also hints of bacterial life that are now died in the vacuum of space. This shows us that the celestial body once was a promise of life. Okay. Later lifespan, gale speed, always good. And I want this new ship to head down to here. And you're science shipping, right? You're surveying. Do you have enough influence yet? No. So you're doing your thing. Trade hub. Crew quarters. And yes, as you can see, with the mods I have installed, I can go to any one of these star bases and give them some basic stuff. And maybe I will when I have better resources. Best to do it when you're early in your campaign, but right now I'm struggling to get, well, not technically, am I? I could put an anchorage at each one of them, couldn't I? Alright, I'll think about that. Probably what I'll do is when I go off camera, once I've secured our borders here, is that's what I'll do. Since no one can get into our territory, I'll just work on basically boosting up the economy before the next stream. Because by God, look how messy the Empire is. But what I want to do is, and I'll do most of this off camera simply because it's just a lot of busy work, is I'll build out my Empire to here, I'll build out my Empire to here. All I want to do all I really want to do right now, and it may happen within the next 15 minutes or it may not, is find where the next Empire is and make sure we control the choke point. Like, for example, so far it seems fine in this space. They are probably up over here, so I'll build a base here, a base here, and a base here, and that should give me control of the choke point to the next Empire, which I'm guessing is here based upon where they're coming from. Though I am finding it annoying that he's assigning to check Waru, but hasn't actually checked Ogsmada. Now, there's probably an Empire here as well, which is why I need to get my ship down here. You can kind of see I'm kind of all over the place trying to lock down my borders to make sure no one can get into them. Do I have a science ship that's not doing anything? So you're not doing anything, but I have you there for a reason. Because you're building all the stuff that needs to be built. I'm building a trade hub there, which needs to hit a range size of 2, but it looks like everything in my space I've actually got the stuff built for. You know what? It's not a super priority right now. Build that mining station so it's right next to you. So everything else has already been established at this point. And now I'm just waiting for all my ships that are doing a million things to do their million things.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Alright, excellent. Now,
Special project complete.
it's managed to partially translate an alien mural. It's a memorial for an extinct alien race that once maintained a small interstellar empire in this region of the galaxy. They are apparently exterminated by the creators of the mural, a fact that they seem to regret. Given that the mural has been dated to excess of 300 million years old, it's likely that its creators are also extinct by now. Perhaps more interesting is the mural. The mural was made of, despite its age, it's in remarkably good condition. Move to here. And then when you're done with that, please survey this system.
System survey complete.
Alright, so far it looks like I'm in pretty good shape to get up to this corner here, which I'm guessing is where the next Empire is. By the same token, I'm guessing there's an Empire here. Starbase damage increased. Still don't have enough, and I need to make sure I dedicate it over here so I control all of the points.
System survey complete.
How much do you need? It's like 62, isn't it? Yeah, I need like 5 more. Okay.
Special project complete.
All right. We have the leads on Algilus was subjected to a military blockade before and during the Isthrian colony's demise. The Isthrian fleet has strict orders to quarantine the planet in a vain attempt to contain the pox. At least a dozen civilian ships made an attempt to break the blockade, and despite the heavy fighting, it appears some were successful. That's not going to be enough, is it? Need a tiny skosh more. Get me that base.
Research complete.
All right. Now I got access to destroyers. Excellent. Still don't have naval capacity unlocked. All right. Let's go with the crystal infused plating. That'll give us better defenses. So we've definitely got a very hostile enemy sitting right here that we've got to worry about. Now, eventually, we'll be able to take them on, but right now, with the demons, I got to be careful. Gosh, we may be fanatic militarists, but we took over Earth, so we know how to bide our time and to influence other races, turning them to our way. All right. 7. Ooh, offer migration treaty. Yes, please. Come on in. I'm not going to share research with you, but I'll let your people in. It's just that we're a little sensitive about stuff we let outside our borders, but we'll let your people visit. And then we'll genetically modify them to make them more loyal to us. Look. I'm not saying that we have an ulterior motive in everything we do. I'm just saying we have an ulterior motive in everything we do.
System survey complete. Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
System survey complete.
Oh! So, this is actually a giant open area. Now, they are expanding here, which is fine. They can expand here.
Special project complete.
Ooh. The red solution, the blue solution, or the green solution. Now, I actually can't recall what they do. But we're demons. We're red by color, so red solution. After identifying the anomaly in the gravity well, has discovered a shattered wreckage of an ancient ore super frigate buried deep within the asteroid's crust. It must have carried a full load when it crashed, and the asteroid's minerals have been revised accordingly. The red gene modification has been successfully administered to Hellspawn people. Based on preliminary observations of each subject, the solution appears to make us more sociable. Has the social pheromones trait. Okay, I was not expecting that. Red is social pheromones. Okay, I was not expecting us to be basically super pheromones.
Construction
That's
complete.
not what I was expecting.
Special project complete.
That's definitely different. Alright, special project complete. After continued studies, the massive skeleton remains. Science officer Drusas has concluded that the creature serves as some kind of organic starship. Much smaller bones from at least 3 separate species were found within the large skeleton. We assume these came from members of the crew. For unknown reasons, the organic starship suffered catastrophic damage and crash-landed on Stelaris 4A. While we cannot begin to understand the biologic engineers need to grow a starship like this, the study of these bones alone has substantially advanced our knowledge. Alright. Now, oh yeah. So, Philomock, we're leaving to them. Build mining. Build research. Now, we can't, but we do know what's up here, is that our friends are up here, so friends, you know what I mean. Founding hidden within a deep crater on the asteroid surface. Evidently someone has, with rather simple means, managed to stabilize a one-way wormhole. The science officer Hastius quickly asserts the asteroid is the exit point. The other end opens up somewhere in uncharted space, some light years away from a black hole, and the small quantities of dark matter are leaking, being siphoned through the wormhole. Whoever said this seems to have abandoned the operation. Alright, we found dark matter.
System survey
Need
complete.
to pause. Let's see what that dark matter is. Alright, the Tau Synagil. So we definitely want to control this area. We just don't have the speed to keep up with it. But at least we've secured 2 of our borders. And to be honest, I'm not going to be too upset if we lose this section, because we've controlled the border here. But I would like to get up to here, which is an actual choke point. It doesn't look like they can grow anywhere else beyond that. Now, I don't want to expand into the dust clouds here, because that's way too many choke points to try and control. But if I can get up to here, I'll be happy. So that's gotta be what we're going for. Now this one seems relatively safe. We're not worrying too much about stuff here. And construction ships are construction shipping. You have no orders. Of course you don't. Auto explore. Pick a direction and go do something. Does anything need a ship? Go to... Alright, science ship. Go and research the project there. And you just find some place to auto explore.
System survey complete.
Now the question is, how long will it take them to expand? Because if we can beat their expansion,
Construction
and like
complete.
I said, lock down this, because we've got to lock down 1, 2, 3, 4 places. For them to get over to us, they need what? Maybe 1, 2, 3,
System survey complete.
4, 5?
System survey complete. System survey complete.
Sorry, I didn't read that. Just kind of got a little... kind of being burned out by this game because of just all the stuff that's happening. This is a very active section of space. Almost there.
Incoming transmission.
Oh yeah, I'll do a defensive pack. I have no problem with that. Just the research agreements I have a problem with. That's dark matter. I really need to try and focus on getting over to the dark matter. Alright, we got 63. I need to expand out towards the dark matter. It's too important a resource to potentially lose. Now the question is, if I lock this down, that's probably leading off to some other section of space. But do I need to lock this down, or is this a dead end? I'll probably want to lock down these two, to be honest.
System survey complete. Research complete. Construction complete.
Still don't have access to
System
energy
survey
nexus
complete.
too. Yeah, no, energy grid. Finally. Was kind of waiting for that. Kinda important. Oh, actually, I can upgrade my fleet, but my naval capacity. That's what I gotta worry about. Those are crystalline entities, I think. I think that's a high of a crystalline entity.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete. System survey complete.
A large mineral-rich asteroid collided with Tobias at some point during the previous 1,000 years, and must have been a major impact event, and abundance of minerals can now be found there. So more minerals! More and more minerals!
System survey complete.
So at least we're finally... Well, actually, no.
System survey complete.
What's this one? Do I have a spare science ship? Alright, when you're done with that, research this project as well. Yeah, I'm keeping you up there to build those four side areas. And
Research complete.
I just need a giant injector society. Regenerative hull tissue. The magnetic field of Tobalar B is experiencing a complete reversal. While is being observed by the high-speed Straba, this rare event has interchanged the position of the moon's magnetic poles. Fortunately, that was all recorded by the sensors of our ship. Physics research. Gained. Bunch of people are dying. Amoeba flagella, leader pool size. Naval capacity. Okay, I'm now under my naval capacity limit. Awesome. And I'll do the retrofitting and figuring out the design for my fleet later. Where are you? Alright, so you do need a scientist. Fine. I'll recruit you, but I'm not putting you on that job. I want you here. Yes. Because Spark of Genius. What's consuming it? Commercial packs, defensive packs. Ugh. Well, it's also going to be consuming it for them as well. But I'm tempted to just say to close those packs.
Special project complete.
Alright. Add 3 society. As before, convoy of fighters was assembled to safely transport death-knocked colonists inside pressurized gas tanks. After a brief journey, they successfully made planetfall on the gas giant, which they have now named New Boldorak. Satellite is left in orbit for long-range communications. Despite the recent skill improvements, it's approaching the limit of its abilities.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Can you auto-explore? Thank you. Anything else? Yeah, so I do have someone working on that. One of these science ships is actually headed there. Okay, awesome. Now, it's about 500 for each of those fleets there, so, question is, can I break them off, or do I have to try and take them all on at once? Because if there's about 4 of them, I would need a strength of about 2,000 to take them all on simultaneously. So definitely my fleet isn't quite ready to take them on. Do I not have access to the naval logistics? Doesn't look like. Do I have access to the off-world trade hub? No. Fleet Academy? No. Nothing of use in here at the moment. Yeah, you could build that mining station. That'd be nice. So probably what I'm going to do is end the stream shortly, because we now know what's here, and you know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be building up to try and control this point in space. And that's pretty much where I'll stop, because I really don't want anything else here. It doesn't give me a good control point. Now, if I can't get that, I'll be happy with that. The worst case scenario, that. Because I'm going to be ending the stream shortly. But I do want to find out if we've got anything over here. Though, even if it does happen off camera, I've told you what my plan is. I want to lock down this so that whatever is over here, we can control access. I want to get this because that's a dark matter, which might mean I have to control this. To control whatever's over here, which could probably be another empire. But that's primarily my goal, and that's what I'll be doing off camera, because I don't want you guys to be sitting here for like 7 hours on a stream. But if I meet a new empire or anything like that when you come back, that's just going to be because that's what happened while locking down my borders. So hopefully nothing too bad will happen for when I have to update you guys the next stream. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy this stream. And, yeah. Hope you had some fun here with Stelaris. Computer. I'd like to, yes, end the stream.